A 78-year-old Waltham small business owner has filed suit against City Councilor Serafina Collura, two members of the Waltham Building Department in the City of Waltham, alleging Collura led a conspiracy to, quote, abuse, harass, and destroy him, unquote, in retaliation for firing her.
Nothing that she does has surprised me. I mean, she'll use the police, she'll use the building department, she'll use whoever she needs to use to try to get even with Mr. Snyder. And you know what? She did it, and she did it for years. You got to remember, this isn't just something that went on for 2 or 3, 4, 6 months. This went on for 2 or 3 years.
In 2006, Frizzoli's client, Robert Snyder, fired Collura from his small engineering firm at 57 Grant Street for spending company time on personal business. She had worked there for 12 years. The same day, Snyder alleges Collura began a personal vendetta by urging building department officials to cite him for non-existent zoning violations on the second floor of the building, which he owns. A copy of Snyder's civil complaint, filed in December 2009 in U.S. District Court, was sent by an anonymous source to the Waltham News Tribune, which broke the story. The complaint alleges that Collura notified building department staff, including Commissioner Ralph Gaudet, that Snyder's property was being used for purposes not approved by the zoning ordinance. Collura's attorney said she was simply doing her duty as a city councilor and a citizen.
Well, she simply reported that there were people living on the second floor of an office building that doesn't have a kitchen and is not zoned for having people live up there. It's a serious safety issue that Councilor Collura is concerned about. She never misled anybody or harassed him in any way.
More than 6 months after Collura's initial complaint, 2 inspections found no violations.
Subsequently, she contacted them again, and they issued a violation that he was wrongfully using his premises as not as 3 professional offices or as 2 professional offices in 1 apartment.
In June 2007, Senior Building Inspector Patrick Powell, also named in the suit, issued the first in a series of violations and fines. This third notice, dated May 22, 2008, required Snyder to pay $300 each day until abated.
But my client has had difficulties with a certain city official, not on this board.
In September 2008, Snyder appeared with his attorney, Robert Casey, before the Zoning Board of Appeals to air a petition to modify the zoning variance at 57 Grant Street.
It's filed as a request for modification of a variance, meaning a use variance. We can't do that. We have to reject this.
It turned out that Snyder's petition was unnecessary and he was allowed to withdraw without prejudice. Ultimately, a magistrate dismissed all the violations issued by the building department in December 2008. Twice vindicated, Snyder now wants his day in court.
So there was no zoning violation. Collura somehow got Gaudet and Powell to come after this guy. I don't know how she did it. And my guy went and complained to the mayor. The mayor refused to intervene. I mean, he's helpless.
Collura's attorney said she was a good employee and that the suit is ridiculous.
She's been an excellent city councilor. I think that people understand that this lawsuit is brought in retaliation for her legitimate complaint. It'll be very unfortunate if somehow this puts a shadow over all the hard and great work she's done for the City of Waltham.
Frizzoli says Snyder has already turned down 2 small settlement offers from the city. He is seeking $30,000 in court costs, plus another $150,000 in punitive damages from Collura, $50,000 from Powell, $50,000 from Gaudet, and another $100,000 in other damages. The case could go to trial by the end of 2011, meaning it could be in court if and when Collura tries to run for re-election to the City Council. For Waltham Newswatch, this is Chris Wangler.